First general question is, what are your expectations of a film festival and how far has it been kept at this festival?
Um, my expectations are that I want to see the rest of the world cinema and my peers in India, and that's my first expectation. I don't expect this kind or a particular kind of film to be um, screened, and it's for me input. So every year it is kept. People are looking for something specific, then in a year you might be disappointed, in another one you're very happy. I've seen some very good films in different ones, but that's my input. As I say, it's what's happening around. That's what festival means to me, to understand my peers.
As an actor, have you learned much from the films you see at international festivals?
Yes, but the learning comes from hands-on experience, I think, for an actor at least. Um, there is a lot of input because you see the world behavioral pattern, how actors behave. Some people just don't act; they just behave. So you finally conclude that you have similar gestures, though they look as similar on a general overview. Then you arrive on something, and it's probably the best arena for a actor to understand international acting community. Yes, it has been quite useful to me in my trade.
Your film, the film you produced, Magalir Mattum, is in the festival mainstream section.
Yes.
Does it help you in any way as a producer when your film is shown here?
No, not so far. Unless we find market abroad, which I have not been able to. We do have a limited overseas audience now, because there are a lot of Sri Lankans all over the Tamils who live all around the world now. So that has increased the number of Tamil audience. That's all, and I don't know. We've never tried. Like, so there are some people, enterprising people, who come with posters and really sell it, and I think that's the only way it can be useful as such. Otherwise, we're just proud to be part of the scene.
This film reminded one a little bit of 9 to 5. Was
Yes.
that the germinating point?
Yes, it was. I mean, it'll be wrong to pretend otherwise.
So, how did you develop that idea, and what inspired you to take up this theme
No,
of three working class women?
and I don't think the original version has any of these things which is here. The concept, yes, it's about working women, and I thought all strata of women should be represented. So it was not just a working woman and the typical typist or officer level. There's even a scavenger involved in it. So that's what made the film interesting, the third angle to it. And it did well. It went very well with the people. And basically, we had touched on the humorous side of a serious problem, so it went across to them without much pain.
Did you find any funny reactions, odd reactions to the film, like men not liking what they saw?
No, no, no. On the contrary, they were laughing. I mean, it had a mixed reaction. As a matter of fact, women felt sorry for the villain in the film.
Why do you think?
No, they said the women are overdoing it. They're punishing him a little too much. That's what they felt, and then I could probably understand the root for the reason women in India are like that. They're too much of mother in them.
So you play a small role in this film.
A very small role,
Yeah.
a minuscule,
why?
yeah, towards, because I thought this is a film about women. No use trying to steal the limelight, because it will change the focus of what is to be said. And I didn't have a role. I could have played the bad man in the film, but it's not going to help the film. It shouldn't disturb the film. So I stayed a producer, just to, for the lark of it, I did a small role in the film.
Even in your new film, I believe you made a walk-on appearance.
No, a little more than that. This I am playing a cameo role, but it's based mainly about marital discord between a couple, and there's another couple for comparison to juxtapose another marriage. So I play that role. It's a cameo role, not what the top of the chart guys would do, but I thought that's probably what attracted me to it. And
you often make walk-on appearances in the films you produce, like even in the new film you made, I believe you play a role in it.
yes, the thing is, it depends on the subject. For example, in this film Sati Leelavati, which we have done, it's not Sati, by the way, it's Sati Leelavati. That's what makes the pun. And
what is the pun actually?
Pun is treachery. Sati also means treachery in Tamil. So it has a double meaning. Sati also would mean, because we lack certain alphabets, unlike in Hindi or the Devanagari script. So we have only one alphabet which can be used either way. You can play around with it. And so that's what we have done. It's called Sati Leelavati, which a wife resorts to treachery when she thinks all the rest of the ways and wiles won't work. So that's what the film is about, and it's a comedy on marital discord. And I play a cameo role where I'm. It's a story of a couple who have a marital discord, and I play the other comparative couple to juxtapose. I play a henpecked husband who speaks in a Coimbatore accent. He's a doctor, and his wife is almost an illiterate, and they get along very well, and things like that. And it's a happy, humorous film.
So how do you play a henpecked husband? Is it based on people you know, or seen,
Yes,
or imagined?
Yes, it was quite tedious, which means I am not one, because I had to do a lot of work. But yes, most of us, in a way, at some times when we give in, we feel that we are henpecked, and so you have to remember those things. And the rest, I have seen a lot of people who are. Henpecked is a very harsh word, I would say. And they are adjusting kinds. Henpecked is the cliche word. And some are more adjusting, some are less adjusting. And you find a lot of them around. And you watch for nuances. They cleverly change their no's into yeses during the course of the conversation, watching the expression on their wives' faces. And that's what this man is all about. He's a very nice, kind doctor. Doesn't throw his weight around.